This video is brought to you by the 3-Minute Board Game patrons. Keep us independent by supporting us on Patreon. Kia ora koutou and welcome to Praga Caput Regni in about 3 minutes. It has a solo mode, it's a game for 1 to 4 players, playing time is long, and it's a pretty complex game. In Praga Caput Regni, you are the wealthy citizens in King Charles IV's city of Prague. Can you strengthen the walls, build up the town and its bridge, and even develop the university? Oh, and there's something about eggs. Each player takes 16 turns, and the game ends once this wheel has gone around several times, tracked using these wooden cubes. The winner is the player with the most points, and you get those from many sources. Just look for the crowns. Action selection. You will take one of these action tokens from the central dial. Engine building. You will select tiles and upgrades that work well together. Tile placement. There are 3 different types of tiles to acquire and place. Player turn. Each turn consists of selecting an action to do from the action wheel. Take that tile to hand. You also take the bonus printed on the dial. Here that is to spend 1 gold to gain an egg. Now each of these action tokens shows 2 of the 6 possible actions in the game, and when you take an action, you will do 1 of them. The first 2 actions we will look at are gold and ore, and they work the same way. Each has 2 options. If you take the gold action, one option is to advance both the gold dial and track 1 step, or you can claim everything left of your marker and not advance on the track. The ore action works exactly the same way. These tracks have numerous bonuses and unlocks, and if you make it to the end of one of these tracks, you claim a victory seal. These 3 actions let you purchase the matching type of tile. Note you can only purchase the right tiles marked with an S if the S was the bonus action on the wheel when you took the action tile. The yellow tiles are technologies and give you a bonus every time you take the action shown. They go on this board and can be upgraded later in the game. These buildings cost the amount shown at the bottom and are placed on the board. Some of them you will control by putting your cubes on them. You also gain blue tokens if you match up with existing blue markers. Matching twice like this would give you 2 tokens. Buildings without a cube spot on them score 1 victory point for each tile around the plaza you place them. Then once the plaza is surrounded, players with cubes on their buildings claim a reward from the central plaza tile. The player with the most cubes gets both rewards. Grey wall tiles cost the amount shown in their bottom and go adjacent to your technology board. Matching these symbols up get you red tokens, and you also get other placement bonuses. The final action is to advance on the King's Road, headed to the bridge. This gets you bonuses and normally involves spending eggs. And if you get to the end of the track, you get to place onto the bridge, gaining powerful bonuses. If you ever gain these symbols, move left and right on the matching tracks. Moving up requires spending 2 white windows, but these tracks are worth lots of points. If you ever have 2 gold windows, or 1 gold and 1 white, you may spend them for an extra turn. Once you've done your action, replace the action token and then turn the dial 1 step. Why would you like this game? With only 16 actions per player per game, Praga Caput Regni is all about getting the absolute most out of those limited turns, and as a result this is a game for those who love both optimization and understanding lots of systems. Because this game is utterly littered with tiny little game mechanisms and tricks to get an extra point or unlock here and there. Even little things like deciding how far you advance along a track will have huge impacts on your final score, and you just can't hyper-focus on one aspect of the game to the exclusion of others either, which is tricky in a game with only 16 or so actions. All up, a game for heavy Euro fans who love optimization. The best thing about this game is gaining gold windows and taking and chaining multiple turns in a row. It feels good. However, so many little rules and exceptions to keep track of. It's a very busy game and a bear to teach. I also find it considerably more wobbly than the comparable Underwater Cities. Also, these deluxe features are pretty damn pointless. It's easier to play without them. For a simpler take on building an old city, try Ragusa. And I personally prefer Underwater Cities from the same designer. Praga Caput Regni. Oh, so that's what the eggs are for. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the notification button, like, share, and subscribe to the channel.